Ratchet and Clank. Our lovable Lombax and his robotic companion are most known for saving the universe on their intergalactic adventures. But what would happen if we dropped the space duo off in Raccoon City? How would the pair stack up against hordes of flesh-eating zombies and the horrors and abominations that lurk around every corner? Let's dive deep, break it down, and find out if Ratchet and Clank has what it takes to survive in Raccoon City. In Ratchet and Clank, Ratchet was capable of taking damage from feral alien creatures, the Blarg military, and even Chairman Drek, and was still able to keep fighting. This is a demonstration of Ratchet's durability. Ratchet also survived a hypernova. Ratchet has been trained as a commando, is proficient in martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, and stealth. They have weapons which can fire tornadoes, black holes, weapons that can shrink people and objects, technology that can destroy entire planets, and gadgets that can duplicate. While a single zombie may not pose much of a threat to Ratchet and Clank, a zombie horde can become overwhelming. However, Ratchet is no stranger to facing overwhelming odds. Ratchet's stamina is very high. He was able to win against 100 waves of enemies in a combat arena. He has extended melee range with his Omni Wrench and several dozens of meters with certain weapons. His equipment loadout? Well, he has an arsenal of weapons, devices, gadgets, armors, and items at his disposal. He has genius level intelligence. He was capable of fixing and creating numerous starships, warp drives, and other inventions. He knew Quark was not to be trusted from the very start of his adventures. He became one of the most foremost tactical generals of the Q-Force and led them to victory against Nefarious and the Tyrannoids. He has a lot of experience due to his galactic adventures. Clank is no slouch either. Clank can fly at faster than light speeds. Clank in his giant Clank form can casually destroy skyscrapers. Clank can travel through dimensions. Clank can solve infinite calculations, which means he is smarter than Tony Stark, Batman, and T'Challa. Clank possesses the soul of a Zoni, giving him the ability to manipulate time. Even though he is tiny, Clank is a valuable asset in combat. When alongside Ratchet, he can act as a personal helicopter or jetpack, giving Ratchet the option to hover or fly above the undead hordes if things get overwhelming. From the air, Ratchet could rain down a bullet storm from an arsenal of weapons, easily taking out the flesh eaters. Oh, did I mention he also has armor? With his Galactic Ranger armor, his melee damage is increased and he could do work on zombie groups with his Omni Wrench. With the Infernox upgrade, the Omni Wrench can apply burn damage. The wrench can also be thrown at enemies and will return to Ratchet in boomerang-like fashion. Plus, with the Buzz Blades, Ratchet is able to launch multiple blades that ricochet and make for an interesting way to dismember the limbs of zombie groups. The dynamic duo easily dispatches the zombies of Raccoon City. But there's more to Raccoon City than just zombies. How would Ratchet and Clank hold up against Lickers? Lickers are irregular mutants resulting from a rare secondary metamorphosis infected with an unknown variant of the strain. They have exposed and expanded brains, lack of skin with newly reformed muscle and bone structure, large talons, and large barbed tongues capable of piercing flesh. This encounter ends pretty quickly. With the Sheepinator gun, Ratchet can fire a beam that converts enemies to sheep. It can be upgraded to the Black Sheepinator, which transforms enemies into exploding sheep. With this weapon, Ratchet and Clank turn these abominations into lovable fluff balls. So what about the more stronger enemies of Raccoon City? How would Ratchet and Clank do against Nemesis? Nemesis is a T-type tyrant. He possesses all of the conventional attributes of a T-103 tyrant, ranging from superhuman strength, resilience, and regeneration. Thanks to the Nemesis A parasite, Nemesis not only possesses human-level intelligence, but it also demonstrates rational thinking and self-awareness, allowing it to solve comp tasks on its own. Nemesis is armed with rocket launchers and flamethrowers and is a relentless hunter. He can launch tentacles from his hand that can cover distance and pierce flesh. Ratchet and Clank are full of nanotech, which regenerate their health. Nemesis was defeated by Jill Valentine by using a railgun. Ratchet and Clank have something much stronger than a railgun in their arsenal. Introducing the Rhino V. The Rhino V is a large weapon featuring 2 barrels that fire bullets and a central barrel that fires large missiles. It's essentially a missile launcher with 2 overlapping miniguns. The Rhino V is weaker against moving targets as they can easily evade it, though Ratchet can use the Groovaton or the Cryomine glove to slow him down before finishing him off with the Rhino V. In this encounter, Nemesis is toast. Thanks to their arsenal and vast array of gadgets, items, armor, and Clank's abilities, the dynamic duo's survivability rate in Raccoon City is extremely high.